Welcome to Gene and Mike to the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Friday, August 7th, 2026. So I'm going to assume that today's crossword was challenging.
It was challenging.
And possibly draining.
Not too draining.
But maybe a little bit draining.
Maybe.
The reason I ask is because I have something that will help energize you, help pep you up. And here it is. Oreo white enrobed cookies.
Where'd you get those?
Walmart.
Walmart.
You will recall that, they got a little crushed.
They've been opened.
Well, actually, the box was damaged in shipping, and therefore it's free. You might want to check to make sure it hasn't been tampered with. I think it's pretty much a broken box. But since we've been talking about enrobed Oreos the other day, I thought, I wonder if we can get some.
And they had them at Walmart.
They had them at Walmart.
Wow.
So there you have it.
Well, thank you very much.
So if we get peckish halfway through the podcast,
we can munch on enrobed Oreos.
We have approximately, maybe 50 cookies we could go through.
Whoa.
All right.
Okay. Well, that certainly just pepped me up thinking about it.
Excellent. And did today's crossword pep you up?
Today's crossword was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it was a group effort.
Yes.
3 of us working on it. So we got it done in record time. But there weren't a whole lot of dark squares. So there were a lot of long answers. But we persevered and got through it in a pretty good time. But we were just throwing out answers right and left. So
right.
So
I found it to be quite challenging in many places because I was, of course, a team of one.
Yes.
The few, the proud.
Mm-hmm. But there were like gimmies like almost in every corner. Just really common crossword clues and answers, like 19 across, family nickname. That's almost always sis.
Could have been bro.
It could have, but it's almost always sis.
That's true.
Or 8 down, fusses, a-do's,
right.
A fuss, they'll say fuss, or fusses was plural.
Right.
But 44 down. Oh, no, not 44 down. Yeah. Skip over, omit.
Right.
I mean, that's a really common clue and answer. So, they were just like everywhere, even 11 across. We got right away. A few.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that really helped us a lot.
Right.
But of course, 3 heads are better than 1.
Right.
And there were ones I didn't know that, right away our son got it or our daughter got it. And so, we made it through in pretty good time.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I found that even with the crosses, some of them were a little bit tricky. Like, for instance, one across, what suggests that relief is at hand? Stress ball.
Stress ball.
Which is a great clue.
That was.
But, 2 down, cuisine with the #1 dish in a CNN World's 50 Best Foods poll. I'm like, seriously? It turned out to be Thai.
Thai, yeah.
Maybe there aren't that many cuisine. Well, it's interesting because I went and just Googled that. I still use Google, even though it's really Gemini under the hood. And it only found a poll from what was it, 2017, and it wasn't Thai, it was Indonesian. So I'm not sure where that particular answer came from. But.
Well, we had the I because we had sis.
Sure.
And
that pretty much pins it down.
And so she knew right away it was Thai. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. I like close to that 4 down. Ones who might cut the line, in brief, eds. That was good.
Yes.
And the one next to it, I did not know. 5 down ski slope vehicle, snowcat.
Yes.
Did you know snowcat?
Well, we've had that before. We have had that before.
Right. In fact, we've had snowcat a whopping 3 times. I would like to point out that the last time we had it before today was in 2016.
Really?
Yes. So I'm not really that impressed with the fact that it's...
Well, maybe it was, a clue like snow blank. and or
Could
black
be,
cat.
but
You know,
we haven't had
because
snow
I
cat.
know I've seen that
Okay.
before.
Well, I was just looking in the
Or it could have
answers.
been in other crosswords because I do other crosswords
Right.
too.
Mm-hmm. Even one down, sets on, and on was in parenthesis. I had sits.
Oh, we had sets, or no, what we had something else, but it was maybe we did have that as well.
But it turned out to be six, as in sickum.
Yeah.
So, or sick somebody on somebody else.
Right.
I had a lot of trouble with 12 down because 16 across I did not know. Blank Shankar, who co-composed the score for 1982's Gandhi Ravi. And looking at it today, more or less awake, Ravi Shankar sounds right.
Yes.
Last night, Rivi Shankar sounded fine. And so I had the first part of the answer to 12 down, the bejeweled target, was fiber, Fiber. And I'm like, what, they're going after some sort of a breakfast cereal in Ocean's 12? Because that is, again, the clue. Bejeweled target of a heist in Ocean's 12. So I had fiber, and I was trying to do something with fiber. It's just like, sugar or something. I don't know. Anyway, it turned out to be Fabergé because it was Ravi, and Fabergé egg.
That's right. And I believe Ravi Shankar was he was with the Beatles. That's how I knew his name, because he kind of wrote some songs with George Harrison, or
Really?
I think so.
Did he do a lot with a sitar?
Yes,
because it seems to me
he's a sitar player.
Right, because I think we've seen him in the grid before.
Oh yeah, we've seen him before,
and 134 times now, and it's sitarist Shankar at Woodstock, Shankar who performed at Woodstock, noted name in raga performance, sitar great Shankar. Yes, that's why I keep thinking of sitar. So but that was a good clue. 20 across was spot for a light punishment, wrist.
Yes, slap on the wrist.
Yeah, slap on the wrist. And then, okay, so 25 across, we're going to have to sort of suss this out. Tree whose name has multiple pronunciations. The only thing I know is it's pecan. How do you want to pronounce it that's going to be differently from pecan?
Well, some people say pecan.
Oh, not pecan?
No.
Okay.
Pecan or pecan.
Okay.
That's how I say it.
How about piquant?
Pecan. Pecan or pecan. Or pecan,
but then there's also the word piquant, Piquante.
Yes.
Which means sort of a sharp taste, right?
I really don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure it is.
But anyway, it is pronounced differently in different parts of the country.
Right, and of course, different countries.
Yes.
I have no idea if after that conversation, based on an email that we had from Trey the other day, I have no idea if I've got a Canadian accent when I say pecan, but
yes.
I want to say pecan.
I think most people here say pecan.
Now, if I said pecan, that would be more French.
Yes.
And then we can say it's definitely, closer to French, not real French. But,
I like 27 across. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Bust a gut.
Right.
Is that a debut, or have we seen that before?
That has appeared a total of 4 times.
Really?
Today, 2017, 2016, and 2000, when it was clued as Try Very Hard.
Oh.
It was also, the last time it appeared was also on a Friday, and it was clued as Laugh Heartily. Bust a Gut.
Bust a Gut.
I was thinking there was some, let's see, there's Bust a Move, right?
Yes. Busta Rhymes.
Okay. Well, that was a rapper. Right. Yes. Busta Rhymes. One of my favorites. 32 across was Big Name in Sandals, Tiva.
Yes.
And then right underneath that, we had 35 across, Word with Blocker Platform, Heel.
Yes.
That took me a while. It's just like, I didn't know where to go with that. But 44 across, the clue had a word that I was unfamiliar with. Name of, quote, the other reindeer, unquote, in a common Christmas mondegreen. And I did not know what a mondegreen was. And it's olive.
Yes.
So mondegreen is when you mishear something, like I guess in a song, and everyone concludes, oh, they're saying this.
Oh.
But they're saying something else instead. So I don't know where Olive.
Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Olive and Blitzen.
There isn't Olive in there?
No.
You just threw that in there for
Comet and
comedic effect?
Cupid and Donner and Blitzen.
Somewhere in there must be an Olive.
Well, let me think. Dasher and Dancer, Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen.
None of those sound like Olive to me.
Well,
but
maybe Donner and Donner.
Donner sounds like Olive?
And Honor. And Honor. I'm not sure.
Okay. Listeners, help us out. Have you ever heard of have you ever heard of some other reindeer and thought it was Olive when in fact it was, I don't know, Rudolph? Let us know. Crosswordpodcast at iCloud.com. A small mystery for our fans to figure out here. Right underneath that, we had 51 across. A field you make tracks in. Music production. That was good. I appreciated that. And then 47 down, which one did you go with first? That was word that comes from Sanskrit for bread. Did you go for naan?
No, we went for roti.
You see, because I don't even know, naan maybe doesn't come from Sanskrit. I wasn't sure, but I thought it's 4 letters. It's going to be either naan or roti.
No, we went right for roti.
Right. Well, I needed it to be roti because 46 across waffle patterns was grids.
That's right.
So that was the only one that would work.
Yep.
I like 55 across. Flying nuisance, gate change.
Yes.
That was quite good.
That is a nuisance.
And I also struggled with 38 across. That was, let's see if I can get expert info to calm down here. Elephant mascot of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Big Al.
Big Al. Yep.
And for a time, I was thinking it was going to be Bagel.
Oh.
We are a holy football team. I wasn't sure how that was going to, or where that was going to go. And then 38 down, it was sort of interesting. One dish commonly in the 12-dish Sviata Večeria, a traditional Ukrainian Christmas dinner. Borscht.
Borscht, yeah.
Did you get borscht right away?
I would think that'd be one of the earlier dishes. So,
right. But
there
did
were
you
12.
But did you, when I say did you get the dish right away?
Oh,
I didn't mean were you served it in a traditional Ukrainian Christmas dinner?
Yes, we got that quite readily.
Have you ever been served it in a Ukrainian Christmas dinner?
No, but I have been served borscht.
Borscht?
And I had a friend in grad school from Poland. And I will never forget that she had me over for dinner and she was serving borscht. And where did she have it? Under a chair in the living room, there was a bowl and she pulled it out and there was the borscht.
Is that some sort of
That's an interesting place to store your
Is that some sort of a religious thing?
I don't know, but it was not refrigerated. It was not, it was just on the floor in the living room.
But you lived to tell the tale.
But it was delicious. So, and made to perfection.
Yes. And I think both of those phrases also summarize this crossword.
Yes.
Delicious and made to perfection by Jesse Cohn.
Yes.
His 6th New York Times crossword, his 4th Friday, and he's done 4 Fridays now and 2 Saturdays.
Wow.
Be funny if he showed up today for tomorrow. So, all right. Well, that is it for the crossword. Well done, Jesse.
Yes.
But it is Friday.
That it is.
Which means it's time for Fun Fact Friday.
That's right.
Do you need an Oreo, an enrobed Oreo before you continue?
An enrobed one would be perfect.
Well,
it's
really
fun fact. Yes.
Oh, good. Please continue and feel free to munch on enrobed Oreos as you do so.
These are white enrobed.
I think from now on, when we have swag for contests and so forth, we need to include some enrobed Oreos.
Well, that's not really Northeast Wisconsin swag, but we could.
Well, if we buy it from a local Walmart, it counts.
Yes.
In a very, very loose way.
But yes, the white enrobed Oreo is apropos because today we are going to talk about the word boo. There was a clue in today's crossword about, what was it, vocal criticism?
Vocal critic.
Vocal critic. And the answer was booer. So I thought it would be interesting to find out why boo means bad, like like a team is not doing well, so you boo them, or somebody you don't like, a politician or whatever, you boo them.
Sure. Just one point of clarification here. How does that tie into the Oreo?
Because who says boo? Ghosts, right? And ghosts are white. When you dress up as a ghost, you enrobe yourself in a white sheet.
That was a very lengthy chain of logic that I was not prepared to follow through on.
Looking at this Oreo being enrobed in white made me think of a ghost, and that made me think of our day.
Wow. No wonder you were able to do these crosswords so easily. Okay.
So anyway, this is some information that comes from an article from HuffPost or Huffington Post. It says that unusually lodged at an unsuspecting target for short and coincidentally pretty sweet sounding utterance is meant to scare. Boo, your friend might shriek after sneaking up on you at a bar. But more than that, boo is supposed to be a sound a ghost makes. Anyone who's worn a sloppily draped, enrobed bedsheet and attempted to imitate the dearly departed come back to haunt us has done one of two things: flailed their arms wildly and or sputtered an elongated boo. So, according to Merriam-Webster, boo comes from the Middle English bow, spelled B-O or B-O-H, which was used in writing as early as the 1500s. It was used as an interjection that meant to either surprise or frighten. Now, several writers and experts, including a Slate editor named Forrest Wickham, claim that the use of boo in print dates back to the 18th century. 1738 book Scotch Presbyterian Eloquence Displayed said in the book, boo is a word used in the north of Scotland to frighten crying children, which is so nice, right?
They're already crying. Why would you want to make them cry more? Okay.
I don't know. But
mysterious.
At some point along the way, Bo, or Bo with an H, became boo and became attached to ghost for some reason. They think in the 1800s, showing that ghosts use variation of the word boo in literature and other kinds of correspondence. Even further back than that, there was a 1672 poem by Robert Wiles that read, "The Pope's raw head and bloody bones cry bo behind the door," which became, of course, boo.
Wow.
Now, the thing that I found that was so interesting is there's something that's really scary sounding about boo. And there have been linguists and people who are experts in phonetics, and even the Oxford English Dictionary says that by the combination of a consonant and a vowel especially produce a loud and startling sound. And they even say that the ooh sound, that vowel sound of two O's, is especially startling, and you can say it a lot louder than you can a double E, like in wheel. And the B is sort of a explosive sounding letter as well. So you have the B and the O, and you get boo. So, and it's interesting that the word boo is related to a lot of other scary words in other languages that are very similar to the word boo. So there's also the use of boo meaning disapproval, like he booed the home team.
Of course.
And they think that came afterwards, that the frighten was the first thing it was known for, but then sort of that moved into heckling. That the boo theory is that ghosts only hunt people they don't like, thus they boo people in the afterlife.
Makes sense.
And then there's the romantic boo, and that didn't come into being until around the 1980s, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, and it was an alteration of the French beau.
Oh.
So it didn't really have anything to do with boo.
Or Yogi Bear and Boo Boo.
No.
Okay.
So, and just one other side note, boo in Latin means I am crying aloud, which means that when ghosts say boo, they're essentially saying I am yelling at you. So,
I think you've hit upon it there. I think that's the real origin. It's Latin for be scared.
yeah, I'm yelling
Mhm.
or I'm crying aloud. So there you go. Fun facts about the word boo.
Well, thank you so much for that. I was just thinking of the studies where they tried to prove that boo was particularly scary. So I envision a whole bunch of psychology students having to have people come up to them and go, yeah, and
We.
and we and no and boo, and see which one actually causes their heart rate to climb the most.
I have no idea how they derived that, but
I think that'd be a fascinating study. Of course, we also have Booyah nowadays.
that's true.
But that's not
Booyah.
really related to being scared,
No,
right? That's sort of a cause of celebration.
Yeah.
So. All right. Well, I say Booyah to you for that fine, fun fact.
Thank you.
That is it for today.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone, for listening. We will be back again with our cutting-edge analysis of Saturday's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.